Diamonds are forever. Flows on open and caressing.
Welcome to AFCRDTV. I'm here at Coalville after a big defeat for the Diamonds, 5-0 with 2 games left. I'm here with Captain Liam Dolman. I know, Liam, as you came off, you apologised to the fans. It wasn't great, was it?
I think 5 years I've been here, that is by far the worst performance we've put in. It's embarrassing, that's all we can say. And as I come off, I did apologise. They don't deserve that, but don't know what's come about today. That, like I said, embarrassing. We didn't work hard, we didn't get close to them all over the pitch. I mean, don't know. You have to question, did we prepare right as individuals on Friday night when all your mates are out, obviously with the weekend off? Probably not, did some people, but the good thing about football is Monday it's a massive game, but if we perform like that then it could be 10.
And is that why you're out? That was probably the longest we've had to wait to do the interviews. I presume a few harsh words were said.
Most definitely, and thoroughly deserved, to be honest. That's got absolutely nothing to do with the management, the way we perform today. That is just a players thing, and like I said, we're sorry for it, but it's gone now. The only thing we can do is prepare right and make sure we work hard on Monday and put a shift in.
I mean, I suppose for the first 20 minutes or so we were in the game, and probably a good run when Hicksy gone down the right, and we probably could have taken the lead, but that was few and far between in that first half, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was, I think, till the last 5 minutes, probably the only attack we had, to be honest, and a few corners and that. But yeah, it wasn't pretty to watch, I'd imagine. It certainly wasn't pretty to play in, but like I said, it's gone now, and it's hurting us in there. It is, because I don't know how it's come about, because we never ever give up like we did today, and it definitely had that end of season feel to it, and we've been saying all week that it can't be that. We know we're out of the playoff hunt, and but yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest.
I mean we had quite a lot of fans here today, didn't we? Yeah,
like I said, we appreciate their support, but as players, like I say, we owe them an apology, but it's just, I honestly don't know what has come about us today, because that is not the way we play. We know we're not the best footballing team. We work hard as a group, and today that let us down. And then when that let us down, we didn't get close to them. We didn't put a tackle in. I can't remember. We probably didn't win one 50-50 tackle. No. So, like I said, I am lost for words the way we perform, but it's not. It's the whole group of players that were out there today that have to take the blame for it, and rightly so.
And as you said when we started, we have a chance to put it right. We couldn't have a bigger game, really, could we, coming up on Monday? But as you say, we're going to have to go back to what we've done at the games when we played well, like Kings Lynn, and we remember those games against these at home. I think was probably one of our best performances as well. Yeah,
most definitely. We've just got to get back to basics, what we're good at. And that is working hard, getting in people's faces, and that regardless of the opposition Monday, if it was a different team to Ketchum, we have to go and make sure we put a shift in, and that's the end of it. They've won the title, fair enough to them, but it's not about it. Obviously it's a local derby, and for the fans we need to go and put a big performance in, but for us as players we need to go and show we want to be here next season, and we have to go out on a high this season, because as Peaksy and Amma just said in there, the last game of the season, if a run carries on like it did today, you go into pre-season thinking about that, and that's when the next season starts sloppy and so on. So we've got 2 games and we need to go and get 6 points from it.
I'll let you go now, mate. I know how disappointed you are, and hopefully we'll have a different conversation on Monday.
Cheers.
Thanks, Liam. I think Liam was really honest there, saying that was as bad as it gets, and he's really disappointed, apologised for the performance. What do you think as the manager?
Yeah, I agree. I think a few need to apologise. Obviously, I apologise. I carry the can for the team, so when we do well, it's good for me. And when we're that bad, like I say, I take it on the chin. We was nowhere near good enough today. Maybe up until the first goal, it was even Stevenish, looked like an end-of-season game. But once we give the goal away, we got worse and worse, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much to cheer about in that first half. I think we had Hicksy down the right, and Tom Lorraine could have got in there, but that's then the goal came from the header, and then a mistake from Ben.
Yeah, to be honest, I'll never expect us to create loads of chances, because we don't. That's not the way we are. We knew that. We had a couple first half, which is probably what I'd expect. What we've always done is pride ourselves on defending well, and the goals we gave away today were, if my under-16s did it, I'd be disappointed. And at this level against a good team, if you give such bad goals away, it's hard coming back. on a day like today when it's warm and they all want the football, it makes it doubly difficult.
Although in that first 20 minutes they didn't want them, they wanted the football just as much as you, but the goals gave them confidence.
Yeah, I mean, they got beat last week quite heavily by AFCRD, so they'd got the same for us to play for. I think the first goal was all pretty vital, I guess. Certainly the second, and then I look at it second half and it's just not good enough. And I've questioned a few of them today. I've not had to do that many times over however many years I've been here, but today we're not at the races, and that's not what I expect, and it's not the standards I've set.
And you were probably the longest I think we've had to wait for you for an interviews. Is that the reason why?
Yeah, I've told him, I need to know who wants to be there Monday, because if we play like that Monday, it's going to be embarrassing, and I don't want that for me or the club. I'm open for reaction, and I've told a few of them a few home truths, to be honest. This season for me goes on until next Saturday, and then I've got a job to do for next year, and they need to show me now in the next 2 games they want to be here. And if they don't, I might have upset them over the season. They might not like the club. I need to know, because I want people around me that are going to put a shift in for the club, and some didn't do that today.
I suppose we were talking before at half time. They have put it until today. How do we explain the last few games?
I've just asked that exact question. What's happened? Why has it gone like that today? I know we've not put loads of points up recently, but we've not been battered as we were today at times. We've lost by the odd goal, and they've had a couple of chances to score, etc. But the second half today, there wasn't the desire there. Second half for me, people missing tackles, people losing runners, and that's not good.
We know what they're capable of, and I think that's what we have to expect on Monday. Be a big crowd, big occasion, and I think people, the result is the result, but the performance is what everybody will be looking for. Yeah, no, it's about the result for me, John. I want to win Monday, end on. Why not? They've won the league, deservedly so. So we'll pit our wits against the champions, and I'm expecting a massive reaction from everyone who's in that changing room today, because that is not what we've set at this club, and we've had a good season. I don't want to end it on such a sour note. And the change you made at half time with Dolman going in midfield?
Yeah, no, I mean, we decided that was the way forward. I wanted to get him on the ball and get us passing. To be honest, for 10 minutes he controlled loads of stuff, and I thought he did well, and he does get on the ball. It was one of them either went really well or really wrong, and as the third goal again is ridiculous, and you're not going to come back from free. And then it didn't matter where he was then, did it? They all wanted the football and we didn't. Not good enough.
Okay, mate, I'll let you go, and hopefully we'll have, as I said to Liam, we'll have a different conversation on Monday evening. Yeah,
like I've just said that to the boys, it's as bad as it is, we win Monday and next week, and you want to end it on a high, don't we? It has been good, and let's not let it peter out. And Monday's a big game for everyone at the club, not because it gets us anywhere, but it's a local derby, and anyone who doesn't want to play in that, they shouldn't be involved in football.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
I don't need love.